To a Donia Sports, another episode. We're going to do the semifinals predictions pretty much. We are joined with Eisen this time, one of my good friends, and Ty, of course, again. He's been with us throughout this playoffs. So let's start with tomorrow's game, pretty much, or today's game. Ole Miss versus Miami. This game is very competitive. We have two people who have, one person already has another team, if I'm correct. We're going to start with Eisen. Eisen, who do you think wins this game, or, your prediction?
It's okay, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, why is that? Why is your big factor with that?
They got Trinidad. That's all. Did you see that Georgia game? Okay.
I did see that game.
To start off the season, Georgia defense wasn't super strong. I mean, you saw what Bama did to them. And then you saw the second time, and it's two different teams. But what Trinidad did to Georgia, I mean...
The thing is what Trinidad did to Georgia, because Georgia, you look at their defense, was so mediocre, and they depend on that second half, if to say what that would because of that. This Miami's defense is insane. They killed your quarterback. They don't let you get even near to the red zone at all, only by big plays, if anything, if I'm to say with that Miami's defense. What Bain is doing on that front four is insane. And their front four, if he's getting double team, other players are going to make plays, of course, and that's going to force turnovers. You look at that that one drive that Ohio State was driving down the field. Jeremiah Smith hit that deep ball, and in the second they do a tunnel screen, pick six right there. This defense is making plays right now, and that's a big factor. They're getting turnovers and making big plays. And Ty, what's your thoughts with we're trying to say pretty much?
I mean, obviously both teams are really hot right now. The teams coming into the Final Four, both sides are hot. But I really like the chip on Carson Beck's shoulder. A lot of people haven't really been saying he's that good. And that defense right now is the hottest in the country. I think Ruben Bain will get it done, and I think Miami will come out with this one.
And also speaking about Carson Beck, I mean, that guy, when he doesn't look like Sid, they win games. Like, when he doesn't turn over the ball, they have won every single game this year. Every single game. So if he doesn't turn over the ball, they win. That's my big factor with that.
Yep.
And what's your key takeaways from that, Eisen, if you had to say?
I don't think Carson Beck can lead a team to the national championship. I mean,
He never had the shot, though. That's the thing.
But listen, you can't make the Natty. What did he pass for? He passed for less than 200 last game.
Yeah, he did. But the completion was
Like-
really good, though.
I think Ole Miss's offense is better than Ohio State's, and I think they have a better play caller. Because keep in mind, Ohio State, they had to switch a few things up. Ryan Day was calling plays.
Yeah, Ryan Day was calling plays. That was the first game. That was kind of a big switch up right there. And Ole Miss, they have kept the same coordinator calling the plays. The thing about Lane Kiffin leaving, he wasn't calling the plays. It was 50-50, right, if I'm correct with that. It was 50-50. Their OC is now fully coaching the plays, and it's been open. I mean, Lacey's been good. Chambliss has been good. The receivers have been good with Cade Lee. Everyone's been really good in that offense, I have to say. I just don't know how they're going to handle when they're facing a front seven like that. Because Bain is a different breed. I mean, he's been phenomenal in the A&M game, phenomenal in the Ohio State game. He's a game wrecker. He's going to change your whole, schematically, formations, if anything, I have to say.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but
Yeah. But the thing about Chambliss...
I feel like the teams that he's played, I feel like Ole Miss is way better than A&M offensively.
Yes.
I think Trinidad's a way better quarterback than Marcel Reed.
Yes,
I mean, that's a hot take to a lot of people, but I think if you contain Marcel, you don't get much. But you can contain Trinidad, and he's still a really good passer. And he's a winner. He is a winner.
He is. I mean, what Trinidad did last game was insane, pretty much, with his stats. The thing last episode, what Ty said, it was insane. His take, he took Ole Miss last game. I was very shocked by that, but, they're red hot right now, I have to say right now.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to beat a team twice in college football. But I really like Miami right now because, like you said, with Carson Beck not being able to turn it over, this Miami team can get it done. And, Carson Beck looked like a game manager last game. Even though he didn't really have the sexiest stats, I feel like he still had a pretty good game.
And what I'm looking at right now is, their offense is being led by Mark Fletcher. And mind you that Mark Fletcher didn't have the craziest game last game. And Malachi Tony, they haven't even used Malachi Tony big time. He hasn't had that crazy playoff game yet. We're still waiting for that crazy playoff game with him because he is their true number one with also their other receiver, if I'm number 7's Daniels, their other one. So, yeah. And the thing is, Miami is favorite in this game, 3.5 right now. So that's big right there, I have to say. If Miami wins this game, you know they're the. I don't know how many teams have hosted a playoff game. Pretty much, I think they'll be the second team in the college football era. Be the second team to host a game at their home field, pretty much. Or like no, they'll be the first team to ever host it in their stadium. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that's crazy.
If they make it to the night, that's a big home field advantage. And people that live in Miami, they got money. They're going to be able to afford these tickets. Because you don't got to fly. You don't. I mean, people that are surrounding states, they're going to fly, of course. But if you're in Florida, you're mostly going to make that drive.
Yeah, that's a big thing. If Ole Miss wins this game, what do y'all think Lane Kiffin's going to think about this?
He's going to be happy he gets paid by LSU.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he'll be happy they accomplished it, but I don't think. I think this is more of a revenge for Ole Miss rather than Lane Kiffin being mad.
But also,
Lane Kiffin's off for a new adventure.
People don't. Lane Kiffin built this team, and people are just discrediting that just because he left for another school.
He did build this team. It took a while though. It took a long time to build this team. It started with It was a 2020 with Matt Corral at quarterback. With a little bit of that era. Then you had Jackson Dart for 2 years, or 1 year, and then you had this year with Chambliss. Well, Austin Simmons at first, and then Chambliss. So it's been up and down.
My take is, if they had Lane Kiffin, they don't beat Georgia. I feel like Georgia had no idea what Ole Miss was doing in that game, to where like they understood how Lane Kiffin kind of coaches a game, and going into an environment like that, especially in a big bowl game, Georgia's just had no idea.
They don't. I mean, what Golding's been doing right now has been really good for this team, keeping this team up to speed, not worried about the transfer portal or anything, just playing the damn games right now.
I feel like the perfect comparison for this Ole Miss team is that 22 TCU team. You had a starting quarterback get hurt early in the season. Your backup came in, played Heisman level football, took you to the playoffs, took you to the semifinals. Were underdogs in the semifinal to a team with really good defense, mediocre offense.
I could see that comparison. I can kind of see it. I just think Carson Beck, if they want to win this game, I think Carson Beck has to make some crazy plays. And don't get me wrong, he made some crazy plays in that, in that Ohio State game. Not too crazy, but like he just was a great manager, if anything, in that game.
But this is what he's done since he played for Georgia. Like he's too inconsistent. And like me and Ty were there for that Alabama Georgia game. He did terrible that first half, but. We saw how they almost came back, Ty. That was bad. That was real bad.
That was so bad. And then Ryan did his
Ryan did his little cool spinny catch and fell off ever since.
His spin.
Spin. Yeah, fell off right.
You just had to be there, dude. You had to be there.
Oh my gosh.
So enough of this game. We pretty much said both of us, me and Ty, will take Miami, and then Eisen will take Ole Miss. We'll come back on that and probably next week, if anything, with our later predictions. But now heading to Friday's game. Oregon versus Indiana, a rematch of earlier this year when Oregon lost to Indiana 30-20 at home. What do y'all think about this game? Do you think Oregon's going to bounce back and get their revenge, or do you think Indiana keeps their undefeated streak and keeping that story alive to be the first 16-0 team to ever win the Natty?
Give me Indiana.
Again, we've seen so many times this year where beating a team twice is hard. Dante Moore has a chip on his shoulder being the second prospect in this draft. I feel like he's playing to avoid being on the Jets. I have Oregon in this one.
You have Oregon this one. This is a tough matchup for me. This is a very... Because what Fernando's been doing right now, what we said earlier with the under pressure, he's one of the best quarterbacks under pressure. But with Dante Moore's ability to make plays and keeping, not forcing turnovers and just keeping that ball to himself, he does hold the ball too long. I have to say that. That's pretty much why they lost that first matchup. Because under pressure, he held the ball too long, and that's why he got sacked 6 times in that game. So I'm so it's going to be the quarterback play. Who's gonna screw up? Pretty much, I have to say. And I think. I have to take Oregon. I'm gonna be bold. I've been Indiana all along, but I think of Oregon's gameplay right now, and what you said with the twice, like playing a team twice, is so hard to beat them twice, pretty much. And I think what Oregon did in that first matchup, I mean, it was tight, but I think they can fix some like mistakes with O-line and all that kind of stuff. And I think Dante Moore has learned from his mistakes. Just complete the ball, don't force it, and just when if it's something not there, just throw it away. Pretty much, if I have to say what that was. And another thing, their defense has been phenomenal too. That's another thing I would say.
Phenomenal is a strong word.
I was sitting here like, damn.
Because not TCU, Texas Tech, we saw last week, they had that game in the bag if they had a quarterback.
You could say if they had a quarterback. You know what, Alonzo, what he did in the first round game, I mean, he scored 34 points by himself pretty much in that game, but they scored 51 points. What Oregon's defense in that game was a big statement because everyone had their defense was big overrated. But I think what they bounced back and forcing turnovers, because we forget what their star players. They still have Dylan Thielemann in the back end as safety. They transfer portal. Mateo, I mean that guy's a game wrecker. I mean coming in on the season, he was guaranteed to be top 15 in this draft. But I think he's trying to get his name back up there, if I can say. But they have key players on this defense, and offensively, I mean the run game is a running back committee. I have to say that pretty much. And the pass catchers, I mean. Dakota Moore, Benson's been phenomenal for the past 2 weeks, I gotta say. He's been really good.
Yeah, I mean, I really like Fernando Mendoza, and I feel like he plays great under pressure. But I feel like he might have a slip-up game, and that's okay because, you know, obviously he'll still go number one unless Dante Moore goes for 5 touchdowns.
This game is going to depend which quarterback fucks up. Which quarterback messes up?
Which quarterback's going to the Jets?
Yeah, pretty much.
My thing is, like, Indiana's defense, they're physical. Texas Tech's defense, they're also physical. But this Indiana defense, like, they showed what they can do to a... I don't want to say Indiana was a good offense, but they had their ups and downs. And I don't know if last week was their best. Probably not.
No.
But, like, and then Cignetti, he adjusted our O-line. What happened in the first drive? 2 sacks. And then after that, you didn't see them touch him again. And anytime he did have pressure, the pocket would collapse. He'd step up in it, find a hole, take off running, or throw it over the middle where somebody was open. Because that whole game, somebody was open. You ran across her, they were open.
Yeah, that was a bad game for Alabama, especially on the defensive side.
And, I mean, Indiana, their team, they're like Alabama's known for having a physical defense, but that's not them anymore. I feel like Indiana is that team that is going to come and replace them because their coach doesn't care.
And I think we're entering an era of, like, we have the Nick Saban era for so long. I think it's the Kurt Cincinnati era now. I think we're entering that era, and what he's been doing for the past 2 years, building a team with not like crazy transfer portals, just players that he handpicks himself. Like, he doesn't care about if you have a 3-star, 2-star. He will handpick you. If you fit the system, if you fit his concept of offense or defense, he's going to make you, and you should be coachable. That's the only thing he looks for is coachable players.
He fits the players to his scheme and the scheme to his players.
Pretty much, yeah.
Didn't Mark Cuban just donate like a hefty amount of money to Indiana too? Yeah, you saw that?
I saw that today. Like, let me see this. That was
cooked.
Because he went to Indiana. That's why.
Yeah. Cooked.
Let me see. Yeah, it's Loma. He donated. Let me see. How much did he donate? Let's say. I don't think it says how much he donated.
Bro, it was probably like 20 mil. Something like that.
Probably. But we got to talk about it. Once they lose Fernando, you know who's their quarterback next year? You know who it is?
Josh Hoover.
Yep.
I'm not high on Josh. I'm not now.
We'll see how that is. But they got honestly a very underrated receiver from Michigan State, Nick Marsh. Is it Nick Marsh? Yeah, Nick Marsh. He's very underrated from Michigan State, so he's guaranteed to be the future number one. After losing Elijah Surratt, he's going to the draft. And Cooper, the other one, he's going to their slot receiver. He's going to the draft. So they're losing 2 receivers in this draft class.
I think they'll bounce right back on their feet.
Yeah, they're going straight to the portal and get some receivers.
And if this team, even if this team just went this far, I mean, you saw them put BTA to Bama, people are going to be like, okay, now that's a team. And then they're going to go. Same thing.
Now they're going that Kirk Signetti.
Yeah, I mean, even JMU with him there, people will commit there, and
yeah.
I mean, he makes it work.
He does. He wins. Literally, Google him, pretty much. He wins. So, yeah.
He does win.
Dude, that was tough.
Hey, but you know what? You know who else they said won? Kalen DeBoer. They said this last year that he was a winner, and we haven't won anything. Hey, you know what they're saying was last year? The Bear, the Goat, and DeBoer.
Yeah, now they're saying, get out of here, bro.
Bro, we just need a quarterback. We need a quarterback. We need a quarterback and an offensive coordinator.
Dude, put me back there. I'm throwing for 350 a game.
Ty, you're no better than the Ty they got now.
Dude, what's that disrespect? Dude, honestly, I really like Keelan Russell's future. Really like it.
I do.
He's going to be really good. I think, he committed to at TCU first, right?
TCU flipped to SMU and then flipped to Bama.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's from Duncanville also with that team. That Duncanville team was really phenomenal. I mean, I can't wait to see how Bama's going to be next year. If they do get Cam Coleman, it's going to be dangerous. And you still got Isaiah Horton, too, coming back, and Ryan if he doesn't leave.
And you got Brooks.
Too.
You got Rico coming back, too.
And the running backs, no one's changing. I mean, I don't think anyone's
They're just adding.
Yeah, just adding a bunch of younger stars, 4 stars if anything. 5 stars.
But our problem with the run game, it wasn't our running backs, it was the OC.
So is it
not OC, the O-line. It was the O-line.
It was more of the coordinator and the O-line, yeah.
Because think about it, O-line's been a problem since the Rose Bowl that they lost to Michigan.
It has, a little bit. Because it's been the same group pretty much since that year.
You had Proctor and, I mean,
Proctor's
that's about it. You had Proctor and you had Booker.
Yeah. And JC. And JC Latham. Yeah, JC Latham too.
That's 3 first-round picks at O-line.
And that still couldn't get the job done.
Is Parker going to be a first rounder or is he going to be a late rounder? The center.
Proctor?
No, not Proctor. Parker.
Or,
the center.
Oh, the center?
Yeah. No, I don't believe so.
Yeah, because I heard he was pretty decent this year.
I don't think there's a lot of teams in need of a center though, so that might be why.
Yeah, center's very disadvantaged position, I have to say.
And those guys stay around forever, so it's.
Oh, they do. Unless you're like the Cowboys, Travis Frederick. It's that guy. Or Frank Ragnoff. Frank Ragnoff. He retired too. Yeah, I'm retired. Hang out with his. He just don't want to see his in-laws. Yeah. Thanksgiving.
You said that was hilarious.
No, I don't blame him. It happens. Okay, so if we say both these quarterbacks, they have to make a mistake, if anything, for pretty much them to win. Pretty much, or we're like, who's gonna make the mistake? Let's say, but
Dante.
It's
Dante. Dante's gonna make the mistake.
If it would be a quarterback, it would be Dante, I believe.
Would be Dante.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen the way Fernando
But
plays safe.
the thing about Indiana, though, is if Mendoza isn't on his A game, they could struggle. Because,
look what the running backs did to Bama last week, though.
Oh,
I understand,
Hibby
but
did?
Mendoza was on his
starter,
A
both of
game,
them.
I
though.
know the other one too.
They were clicking all around. It doesn't matter. They ruined the streak though of the freaking first round buys though.
Yeah. Okay, let's switch the topic. Do you think we need to change the college football playoffs? Do you think it keeps it, or do we switch to 16 to not have this whole mistake, if anything, like this?
From
16?
From a fan's perspective, I need 16 because I'm tired of waiting like 2 or 3 weeks for a playoff game.
Mm-hmm. And does that mean does the Pop-Tart Bowl get a chance, or do we have two playoff games?
Dude, Pop-Tart Bowl.
Pop-Tart Bowl.
Pop-Tart Bowl. Natty.
Come on, bro. That's some stuff you would like, bro.
That would be.
That's an easy answer.
But you're a child.
Listen, Rose Bowl's for the old school. Pop-Tart Bowl's for the new school.
You're a child. Yeah, well, the Rose Bowl's not for Alabama, bro.
Yeah, they're not good in it.
Oh my gosh.
I think, or do you do this concept? Do you still have like the 11-team playoff, or my bad, the 12-team playoffs, but like the team for the 11 seed or the 12 seed has a playing game pretty much? Do you do that?
Like a wild card, like how they do in baseball?
Yeah, like a playing seed to get into the playoffs pretty much.
I just think, given the chances to Tulane and JMU's nice and everything, but I mean, I don't know actually. Because Vanderbilt lost their bowl game, so you can't really argue it. If
the only team
Vanderbilt killed them,
yeah, it was Texas. The only team was Texas, pretty much.
Yeah, now you can't really argue it now.
No.
The one thing I do want to see change is I want the semifinals to be when the bowl games start, because all these big bowl games are being taken away by teams, and a team can win 2 big bowl games, and that's why people say the lower bowl games mean less.
I can see that. You think we should 2 rounds of first round home field advantage, like NFL, pretty much?
Yeah.
I like that, honestly.
That wouldn't be bad. I mean, these bowl games, I know, you lose the importance of the lower bowls, except the Pop-Tart Bowl, because you have people in the Fidessa Bowl, the Peach Bowl, the Rose Bowl, and all that kind of stuff. It gets more common than
like the only big bowl games there were the ReliaQuest, which became bigger the last few years. You got the Citrus Bowl and you got the Alamo Bowl.
Yeah, and then Pop-Tart Bowl, those big 4.
Well, yeah, Pop-Tart Bowl is just popular for the internet.
Yeah.
And for the children like you.
Hey, tell me you don't have fun watching those Pop-Tarts get baked, though.
No, I do. I like watching them wave goodbye and then get eaten. It's hilarious. Maybe I'm a child.
And then
too.
I like whenever I saw one freaking try not to get eaten and jumped out.
I might be the child too, damn. I like you enjoy it too.
Let's just think. What is that? That was a big talk.
Dude.
I mean, the Big 12. What are your thoughts about the Big 12? What is going to happen? Do you, they're 1-9. The only team to win a playoff game was TCU. What is the situation with that? You're not like the ACC. ACC actually wins their damn thing. They have won the national championship with Clemson. They're about to go back to the conference, the championship game pretty much if Miami wins. So what does Big 12 have to do to get up to speed with these teams?
Spend more money.
That's who.
Where are they getting this money from?
Nowhere. TCU has a alumni that works for Nike, and I think he's a CEO now. But what's he doing?
And I'll look at them. I mean, Texas Tech, they have an easy schedule. They added, minus the TCU and Baylor getting added back to their schedule. We'll see how that's going to work. I mean, last time they played Baylor, they got PTA 59-35. I'm just saying. But we shall see how their season goes. Because I don't think they repeat. The Big 12, no one repeats.
These Big 12 teams, they know where they stand. They know that basketball is their thing, and they don't want to spend money towards anything else.
No.
You could say the same for some SEC schools. Arkansas, big one, Arkansas.
Arkansas, Kentucky, you could say that. Those 2 schools, and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's getting into with football now. They were mainly known for baseball, of course, for so long, of their pitchers and their hitters and all that kind of stuff. LSU came out of nowhere with the past of the 2020s. They came out of nowhere. Florida too came up a little bit, so the SEC baseball is getting up there with these teams.
Now SEC teams. Usually there were 1-sport teams, but now we're seeing a lot of 2-sport.
We are. Bama, with the past, since 2020, with their new coach, pretty much, they became a basketball school with the football, unless football's fallen out a little bit. Florida came back to a basketball school.
Hey, wait. Before you move on, Bama got LeBron, though. Bama's got LeBron, and he's going to make them a baseball school this year.
Joseph LeBron, that's right.
Okay, I mean, we'll definitely see how this baseball go. We'll definitely dive in when it comes to May, when it comes to college
World
baseball.
Series.
Yeah, College World Series. Definitely see how that goes. What's another team that comes from? Florida. Florida's coming up a little bit with their basketball win the national championship.
Auburn.
Auburn's they went to the Final Four last year. Or was it Elite 8 or Final Four?
I just know they went
Elite 8.
Elite 8? Yeah, Elite 8. So same with
Yeah,
Bama.
you have Tennessee. Tennessee's basketball and baseball, I'd say.
Yeah, Tennessee with baseball, and then what was it? Georgia. Georgia's football. I don't know too much about their baseball. I just know
They're good at basketball this year.
They're good, but they're not College World Series good.
No. Okay. And in Arkansas, I mean,
Baseball and basketball, great. Football,
terrible.
2 wins to no P5 teams.
They did lose.
Let's see. They beat Missouri State.
They lost to Memphis. That's what they lost.
Yeah, they beat Missouri State and one other team. I don't remember who.
They had a close game with A&M though. Hey, went down the wire.
A&M's overrated. I've been calling this.
Bro, you're a hater.
The eye test don't lie.
And then Texas, Texas A&M too. Those 2 schools, they're like I say they're football, baseball. Both those schools are the same.
Yeah, well, Texas baseball's been kind of on a mediocre level over the past few years.
They have a little bit. Let's see, OU, I don't know.
I don't really keep up with them in sports.
They're softball. They're softball. That's all I know. Softball. That's all.
I mean, why else throw your money in something else if you're going to win that many national championships?
I know. They won so much. They didn't win last year, if I'm correct.
No, they didn't.
Oh no. Very interesting in this transfer portal. We still got a couple quarterbacks that are available. Dylan Royale, big name right there. I don't know where he's gonna go.
Honestly, where would Dylan Royale go?
Louisville, Miami, Oregon
I
if
don't think
Dante leaves.
I don't think
I could
he's
see
gonna
Oregon.
be great at a big school.
He wasn't like that in Nebraska even.
It's just a name. It's just the name and the comparison that people like.
What the
You
Mahomes?
forget he was a 5-star. Also, we forget he was the #1 ranked quarterback coming in. But I know that doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, I believe we will complete this episode of college football. Tomorrow we will do a NFL playoff predictions of the first round. Can't wait for that. It's going to be very entertaining first round playoff games. But thank y'all for joining us for this episode of Dexdonia, or Donia Sports, pretty much. So, like and subscribe for the next episode upcoming.